With COVID-19 pushing back the start date for several fall high school sports to the spring, the void of Friday night lights and meetings at the net remain empty for the time being. With still several months before fall sports get their crack at a spring season, the IHSA has given teams a fall contact period, a time in which teams can practice and prepare for the upcoming season. This past spring, high school sports were non-existent, and much of the same can be said for this fall. However, a delayed season is much better than no season.
Well, it's disappointing that the seasons are on hold, but it's heartening that they have a season planned. The kids in the spring lost their entire season. Our junior high volleyball, junior high wrestling, they had their seasons cut short right before the state tournament. So at least there's a plan right now to get these kids back, on the court, in the gyms, on the field. So, that's the best that we can hope.
In the spring, the biggest challenge was taking away the season from the senior class. But with student athletes' health being the top priority of state officials, strict guidelines and fluidity of instruction remain the largest struggle this season.
The fluidity of the protocol and the restrictions that were being placed under. I understand what the IHSA is doing. They're looking out for the kids. It's just difficult that we change things and get different messages from the IHSA, the Illinois Department of Public Health, and the governor's office.
The current contact period began on September 7th and lasts until October 31st. Teams can use a maximum of 20 days to collectively get in shape. Good for not only the players, but the coaches too.
Really it's just about coaching. That's really the biggest difference is, prior to the contact days, I really didn't have any contact with the players at all. And so these give us an opportunity to actually coach things. And so we try to structure it so at the very beginning, they're getting some kind of instruction. We've been doing a lot of shooting these last couple of weeks. And then we transition into some small-sided games, into like 5v5 with goalies and things like that. And just to get them to touches on the ball. During the summer, normally,
but COVID-19 protocol makes getting in shape that more difficult.
The biggest struggle, to be honest, is the masks. We understand that and we think that there's a great reason why we're wearing them, and we are all about wearing them in these situations to help make sure that everybody's safe. But it's just really difficult to wear them while you're exercising because it just takes so much more energy to run and to do all the things that we're asking the students to do, the players to do with the masks on. And so we're taking more frequent breaks. But
if all goes according to plan and virus numbers in high school athletics don't materialize, fall sports will be a go in the spring. But for now, student athletes are back to the grind of preparing for a much-anticipated season. In Macomb, reporting for News 3, I'm Dylan Smith.